Hello, everyone. You might not entirely understand what's going on, but this is Enchanted Kingdom podcast, where me and some other Enchanted Kingdom players are doing a podcast. The idea was created when me and Dragonfighter were building a slope on episode 2, I believe, of my series. Like, my videos. Tonight, we have me, Shadow, Dragonfighter, Doodle Monkey, and Great Brain. I'd like to start talking about our episodes. How did we work on them, and what have we worked on? Would anyone like to begin?
I would like to begin. So for my first episode, I spawned into the world, obviously. I went to the village that was, at the spawn. I looted the village up. As soon as I was done looting the village up, I proceeded to go get some wood, so I can go build a house. Because normally when I start out this Minecraft survival world, the first thing I like to do is build shelter. So I thought that the first thing that I should do was just build a little house. It was a square house. It wasn't anything special. I built it out of oak wood. And then, from there, I killed a couple mobs. I died. What else? Oh, and my game crashed a ton.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
Me making the video. I just kept disconnecting out of the server. The server was not functioning for me. I don't know what it was, but the server was just not. I don't know. It was just not having it. It's probably due to the fact that I'm playing on PlayStation, and PlayStation doesn't have external servers, so I had to use a third-party app to even go into the world for the server. And so I don't know. The whole thing was just a disaster for me for my first episode. But I did get some stuff done at the end of the day. I built a house. I was starting to work on my mind. I killed animals for food. It's just like a normal world,
Like how you begin a world.
Thing, I guess. I don't know. So that's all I really have to say. So all I really did was build shelters, killed animals, worked on my mind. That's really all I did. And and I'm gonna be making more episodes in the future. So stay tuned for that.
It's quite funny that you say that because I think after we both recorded episode 1, we made a joke that you begin with shelter. This is my area. I am safe. And I begin with, let's head into the mine with absolutely nothing and die 16 times.
Yeah.
So,
this is how I like to play.
Doodle and Dragonfighter, how did you work your first episode?
I figured for me and Shadow just had a conversation while building his bridge. By we, I mean him, was building the bridge, and I was recording, and pretty much the video was bad, poorly done. The audio and just the recording in general was floppy, and don't know where to go after this.
So I did see your video. It was a bit choppy where the audio seemed decent. It was just certain bits had an echo, but it was mostly a lag of the video, which I'm hoping you can improve on because it seems like you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I pretty much just took the clip and just uploaded it. I didn't even edit it to nothing.
You're just we're done. Not even gonna try.
Yep, because I didn't have a video editor back then.
Makes sense. And Doodle, how did you do your first episode?
I pretty much just found a village. I was trying to find the village because I watched all of the videos. And I was like, there is a village near the spawn, and I need to find it.
You spawn in the village, practically. It's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pretty much spawn into it.
It took me 30 minutes to find it.
How blind are you?
Yeah, literally how blind.
Okay, but I do edit Doodle Monkey's videos so far, and I was editing your video, and so you claim you saw all of our videos before, so you got a grasp of the server. But how I saw it is you saw anything and went, "What is this?" Like Jack Skellington when he discovers Christmas Town. What's this?
Yeah, I don't know how Doodle Monkey didn't see the village. Literally, you spawned.
The only place I know from your videos was the bridge.
Mm,
That one was a very good video that Shadow made. Props to Shadow for it.
thanks.
Yeah, that was a very good video. He made the bridge with Dragon. They were just talking. Well, they didn't record the talking part, but they were like basically having like their own podcast from what Shadow was saying in the video. So that was kind of funny.
So,
Yeah,
what's
pretty much.
disappointing is in Dragon Fighter's video, when he was talking, when we were chatting about whatever we felt like, about right as it ended, we started talking about, one, the LGBTQ plus community, which can get very controversial, and two, after we realized we were both talking for 4 hours about whatever we felt like, we're like, hey, what if we started a podcast with Enchanted Kingdom members? And like I said, this is how that began, so it's really interesting.
Yeah.
Dragon Fighter had to deal with a lot of times where I just knock him off while we're building,
Yeah.
so we had
That was-
very little input.
I also did like absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
I literally just stand there and did nothing. Because I did not want to do anything. I don't know why I didn't do anything. Though I said I was going to help, they didn't. A bit of a friend am I? They didn't want to be.
I gave you slabs and you just kind of stood there.
Yeah, I was like, what's I supposed to do with these? Probably.
I don't know if this ever got picked up on any of our recordings, but there's a joke between me and Dragon Fighter when we're heading up the ramp, right at the center where it curves. Well, the curve was Dragon Fighter's idea. I was thinking just originally straight, but while I was building the curve to a semi-organic look, I think I created Grian's skin. If you don't know Grian, he's a Minecraft YouTuber slash Minecraft builder who's on the popular SMP Hermitcraft. Probably have heard of it. And
I really just did, but also Korean.
yeah, we kept looking at that one spot. We're like, this is just Grian's face and hair. How did we screw up this much?
Yeah, that's fine.
We should have kept it, but we just did not.
I mean, now the audience
I have a
knows.
question for you guys. So, like, what is your favorite Hermitcraft YouTuber?
Ooh, that's a tough one, because every day I
Favorite
look at a
Hermitcraft
different
YouTuber? I like Mumbo
hermit.
Jumbo personally. I mean, I started with Mumbo Jumbo.
The
Kind of
redstone
my favorite
hermit.
at the moment.
Mine will
Yeah.
always be Corrales or Good Time to Start.
Mine has to be Cup Band.
Ooh, Cub fan. You know, a lot of people don't
I
talk
don't
about
use
Cub
that.
fan because I feel like Cub fan's not as big as some of the other ones.
Yeah, I think he's like one of the low of the group. Low
Honestly,
subscriber base.
it's a tough decision for me because a lot of the hermits I love watching, like Doc M77. I'm so glad that he finally got returned to the server. But also, I really like Exuma Void, so I guess I'm gonna have to go with Exuma.
Oh, no, water, I hate you.
Most of the time when I'm building my redstone projects on Enchanted Kingdom, you'll see that it has a very similar design to some basic redstoning that maybe Mumbo Jumbo or Exuma showed off, so if you're ever wondering how I got my terrible skills, it's from their old videos.
Just being a hobby of favorites.
I think we can all agree here that I'm probably the redstone of the server.
For sure, yeah. You know how to do a lot of redstone.
Yeah, I know
And speaking
nothing
of
about
redstone,
Redstone.
Barely do redstone.
Like, I know that you can pull lever and then a piston moves, but that's it.
Doodle Monkey is
Yeah.
like, if I put lever here, piston move me. So if I put 16 comparators here, an observer here, and a comparator this, and then a repeater here, piston move.
And now I call the server builder.
Yeah, you're pretty good at building.
So,
yeah, I'll say like Beaglips is the builder, Shadow's the redstone contraptionist.
Contraptionist.
I don't really consider myself as anything right now because I haven't been playing in the server due to my desk and not working on my PlayStation, so I can't record videos at the moment. But yeah, I would definitely say Shadow is the redstone contraptionist. Beaglips is the builder, and Doodle Monkey, he just joined recently, so I don't really know.
Yeah,
now the lagger.
the lag machine.
Yeah,
the lag machine.
When
Yes.
Doodle Monkey first joined, he joined the server, and we also had like 4 other people online, including Ripley.
Oh yeah, and I joined that day too on my iPad.
So just
I
like
wasn't recording though.
everyone was lagging. Ripley
Yeah.
plays on a mobile device, so it's already a bit laggy. His internet's not great either, so it's still a bit laggy. And then Doodle joined it, he practically crashed the server. Like, just everyone left.
My second video, I had to redo it 3 times.
3 times. Oh, I feel bad.
I think my second
And I
video...
was doing the entire video, and I was just like, I come back, look at the video, and it's just like really, really laggy.
I think my
And then
second
finally,
video...
I actually got it, and it was not laggy. But it was at like 9:30.
It's kind of sad, because every time we looked at your video... Like, when I was editing your second video, I'm like, oh, darn, you didn't get the clip of me and Dragon Fighter bolting up to your base and just completely
Yeah.
assassinating you.
That was my second video that I was trying to record. But then that one went down, and it was just really bad.
So, by the date this is being uploaded, my next Enchanted Kingdom video shouldn't be out yet, but basically, to sum up what happened, since Doodle Monkey's not going to have it, and it's not going to show up on our videos for quite a while, me and Dragon Fighter and Doodle were online at the one moment. Me and Dragon Fighter talking in a VC, just talking about the server in general, and Dragon Fighter slowly walked over, went through the hidden portal that I set up for Great Brain. He walked in and looked at Doodle's base and said, "Hey Shadow, what if we prank him?" So I grabbed some Splash Invis potions, and then we went underground, splashed it, and neither of us could take off our boots. So there's just like 20 seconds of both of us trying to take off our boots, and we just can't.
Like, literally, that was the worst timing ever.
So
I'm pretty sure.
probably if Doodle even got the clip, it was just iron boots and diamond boots just chasing after
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. What? For me, the first time I saw you in it, it was when I was putting an armor stand down, trying to make my house look better.
I walked into Doodle's, like, small base, and this was when he had only one space to stay in. And Doodle's, like, behind his furnaces 2 blocks up, and Dragon Fighter's like, he totally saw you, get out, he definitely saw you, get out. Dude, get out, he's definitely saw you. I'm like, you think he saw me? He definitely saw you, get out. And then Doodle comes out and sees Dragon Fighters and starts absolutely assassinating him with a stone axe.
With the stone axe.
I got like 2 hit.
Dragon Fighter just leaves. He's like, I can't, I'm dead. He's like, just book it. And I hit Doodle with my axe once, and it kills him immediately, and then he comes back out of his base, and he's like, I found you, and he hits me with the stone axe, dealing like half a heart, and he keeps hitting me.
I had 3 hearts.
What was that? Who killed?
You killed me.
So Doodle kept hitting me, and my armor was so good that he only did like half a heart every hit. So I got down 3 hearts, so I still had most of my hearts. And then I hit him once with my sword, and I just booked it.
So essentially, then you're just messing around throughout this whole journey.
Yeah, like we really had nothing to do.
That's what I'm getting from the story.
Yeah, Shadow, did you get the axe naming?
The act naming?
Yeah, did you?
Oh, your axe naming. So, I thought, like in Java, when you nickname an item, it says, like, was killed by player item name, if it has a name. So, what happened is, I showed Dragon Fighter my diamond axe, and he showed me his stone axe as in a trade, so that we'd both get our axes back. And then he just wouldn't give me my axe back, so I just started obliterating him with his stone axe. And while he was dead and was about to respawn, I nicknamed his stone axe to, I think it was My Existence. Oh, My Will to Live. And I killed him, and then tossed him the axe, and he's like, did you really just name my axe My Will to Live? So he hung it up in his base, and now he had just have a stone axe called My Will to Live.
It will be in every season.
Every season there will be a My Will to Live stone axe.
Once like it'll be like my first open logging. Every time we transfer the season to a new season, I'll be like instantly
Just like first thing you do.
Creative mode. I'll make you nickname this. Like like we should do it like if we have like what we should do for each season is like allow us to bring one item to the next season.
That would be a good idea. I agree with
That'd be a clever
Like,
idea, but I also feel like that'd be a bit broken. And here's why. I think we'd have to ban certain items. Like, an ender chest starting out is too broken. Anything netherite starting out is too broken. And shulkers are too broken to start out with. Same with elytra.
Will you prevent diamond stuff?
Okay,
Yes.
no diamond sword and no diamond armor. Tools are allowed. What do you guys think about that?
Okay, that's cool. And obviously no diamond ore.
Yeah.
I feel like it should be like the highest should be iron.
Yeah, how about the highest?
Yeah, how about iron?
Okay.
Should be the highest.
And are we counting gold as below iron?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because gold is just
Gold is garbage.
compared to iron, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay, so we can have an item moved between seasons as long as it's approved, I guess.
I will definitely be bringing my axe along with me.
And also, quick question, Shadow. I don't know. I'm just gonna ask you this question since you are the owner of the server.
Go ahead.
So like, when are we gonna move into the next season? I know this is kind of a bit early to ask this question, but like, so how long is the season gonna last for? Like, is it gonna last for a year, 2
So,
years?
actually,
months?
Dragon Fighter asked me that day one, I believe, like when he first joined the server.
I think
And here's what I said. I told him, we play until we get bored. Or we play for about a year, maybe a year and a half. Obviously, Season 1 can't go on for too long, because 1.17 comes out, and by the time 1.17 comes out, our time loop wouldn't be done, so we'd reset for 1.17 to Season 2.
Alright, I think that sounds good. So we reset in the summer, because I know in the summer they said that that's when they want the update to come out. So, in the like when the update comes out, like when it drops, that's when we go to the next season.
Yes.
Alright, good. So like the day the update comes out, we'll just do our last episode and call it a day.
by last episode we can do either stream it or just
I just picture Dragon Fighter's last episode as a montage of him holding his stone axe. Just like booking around the server holding the stone axe.
Now it'll pretty much be me just streaming the whole thing, being like, so this is where everything was, here's the axe that everybody loves, and what's
And I'm gonna be making a montage like I did before Shadow. With
Season
that
0,
montage
yeah.
of the thank you montage. I'm gonna do that again here. So that's gonna be cool.
Probably not gonna build my pyramid of ores just to flex on you.
Yeah,
If anyone's an editor that is watching this, I need some.
You gonna pay him?
No.
Alright, so if you have no free time... Wait, no, that's wrong. If you have too much free time, you have nothing better to do with your life, and you don't have a girlfriend, and you are underage to be paid, Doodle Monkey will hire you to be his editor completely free of charge. That means he's not paying you, not you don't have to pay him.
I might like give you some support on it.
So that means every
shout out.
3 years he'll shout out your channel and just be like,
No, it would be every video.
You sure?
So Doodle Monkey will be your supporter, guys. You heard that here.
I'm gonna get off the server, but for me, get off.
So, like, genuinely, if you have free time and you want to help Doodle Monkey work with his videos, he'll allow you to edit his videos completely free. He'll just, trust me, I know how he edits. He'll just give you the videos through probably like Google Drive or something. And you take the videos, see what he wants, edit how he wants it, give it back to him, see what he wants. Pretty
And
simple.
he'll shout your channel, or he'll probably just do something. He'll do something enormous in return.
Usually it's at the end card or like in the description he'll put your channel.
Now, out of everyone here, who do you guys think edits the best?
Speaking that, like, only two of us actually have been editing. I edit my videos, you edit your videos, and I edit Doodle Monkey's videos.
But I need a good editor to do that.
Yeah, I edit my own videos as well.
So, like, out of everyone here, like, who do you guys think edits the best?
I think
Hard question.
episode 1, your video looked really good. And
But that's
if
because
we're
I was
going,
playing on a PlayStation, the editing software is amazing there for beginners, and I'm a beginner.
Yeah, the
It's really
front best.
after like my hour of jazz, I kind of want to rename the video from jazz to hour of jazz. But
Yeah,
after my hour of jazz, I think my editing skills have massively improved.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I've seen your videos. Your editing is starting to get a lot better, man.
Like,
So, props to you.
to any of you watching, if you look at episode 1 to my most recent video, you'll see a massive difference, and I'm hoping I can improve the longer we go.
I think I should see the episode video. It's greatbrain_7. I advise you guys to check out my channel. Because I'm gonna be making a lot more episodes in the future. I can't make episodes right now, unfortunately, due to the whole this situation with my PlayStation. My PlayStation's not reading this. But if you want to get a grip of how my play style is, watch my first episode, because that would honestly be highly appreciated.
If you didn't already know, everyone's channel links will be in the description, so if you want to check them out, check the description, hill link will be there.
Yep. And the video is titled A New Beginning. It's a very nice video. I like it tremendously. I've edited it out. I mean, it's not the best editing, obviously, but I tried my best.
I highly recommend you check out his newest video, A New Beginning, episode 1 for him. It's, compared to my episode 1, it's really nice looking. There were several times where I wasn't sure, like, I looked at his video, I'm like, how can I do that, but make it look better? Or, like, how can I make it seem more original? Because I'm looking at his videos and I'm like, wow, he has a time-lapse, he has video cuts that make sense, he has this, he has that. How can I take this practically unedited
So you
footage?
essentially took inspiration from it.
Yeah.
In a way. With the whole music in the background and everything. Obviously, the jazz music is a lot better than the music I was playing in my video.
You were playing like some kind of hip-hop song or something? I don't know. I'm still fairly young, but I mean, my brain is like 2 decades behind.
I'm not going to be using the same video for every episode. It's going to be different music. It's going to be different stuff. It's not going to be the same thing. Every episode, I'm going to try to improve in some way. Like, I'm going to be making jokes. I'm going to be doing all these things. I'm going to try my best to make it entertaining. That's my goal, is to make it entertaining for you guys.
I feel like that's a lot of people's goal. Just, it doesn't matter how well the content is. It doesn't matter what the content is. What matters is having entertainment to your viewers.
Yes, that's literally all that matters.
And
so if you're not getting any entertainment from my videos, I need to change up the way I set up everything.
So a lot of the videos that like Shadow and Great Brain posted were like, you can go check out this channel, and you're like, it's kind of good. But what I'm questioning is, why don't you actually have self-confidence and say, yeah, this is a really good channel. You should go watch it.
When I shout out a channel, it's usually because I've been with them. So I believe it was episode 2, when we were building the slope ramp, whatever you want to call it, with Dragon Fighter. I said this whole video is going to be with Dragon Fighter. I highly recommend you check him out. He does good work. This was before he had any content. So when I'm shouting out a channel, I try to have confidence to have viewers think, wow, this actually must be good, because if I like this guy, which is me, I must like this guy, because Shadow likes this guy.
The Patreon, in one of your videos, you were like, oh, you should go do this for our Patreon.
Yeah.
But, like, you never, like, you're like, you should do this if you want to do this. But you, like, even Dream's introduction to subscribing, it's literally, he makes you think you are actually
There's a bug that's been going around Twitch where you actually get unfollowed. So if you can make sure that you're following me on Twitch, if you're not, it's a small bug. You just quickly tap the follow button. Quick fix.
Yeah.
Yes,
Did you know that only 52% of you are actually following me on Twitch? That's a solid fact. I can't show you it, but 52% of you are only following me on Twitch. So you, right there, you who aren't following me, follow me on Twitch.
Yes, follow Shadow on Twitch.
That's not a good
Hashtag
introduction.
follow Shadow
What
on
it should
Twitch.
just be, oh, you should go check this because I don't know, maybe you want to try. It should be like, do this or something.
Now
Yeah, and like honestly, I'm thinking about streaming on Twitch, or like I'm thinking about doing streams as well. Like I'm not only gonna be doing videos, I'm most likely gonna be doing streams as well. When I do streams, it's either me just grinding for something, or like maybe I'm trying to go mine diamonds. Like I'm gonna go do a long mining session. That's what I'm gonna be doing streams and stuff. If I'm trying to grind for
Yeah,
stuff,
that makes sense. When you're trying to grind
because,
for like
I don't
diamonds
wanna
or
make
something.
a video of me just getting diamonds. You know what I mean? It's like it just doesn't make sense. I feel like that's something you should do for a stream. That's something better for a stream.
That is a good
So
point because
you can
there's
see everything through without editing and stuff.
yeah because
Now
there's
this is a spoiler if you haven't watched my episode 3 yet, which will come out soon. But
this is a spoiler for a video that hasn't come out yet.
Yeah,
Hey, if you're watching the podcast now, shout out.
yeah, it would probably be out by now, but
Yeah, but I want to stream as well. I'm not only gonna be making videos. Streaming is like another thing I'm gonna be considering doing as well. Yeah. So like if I'm going mining, if I'm gonna go get ancient debris, that's the time where I'm gonna be streaming.
See, there's
Well, I'm
always
gonna be making more videos and streams. Like I'm gonna be streaming occasionally. Maybe I might have a schedule for streaming when I can get all that set up. But I'm gonna be mostly recording videos and stuff and editing it out.
yeah. There's several times where I'm like, let's go ancient debris mine. Everyone's gonna think I cheated this in if I don't actually record it. Then again, this will be
Yeah,
5
that's why I
hours
wanna
of
stream.
footage. Does anyone actually want to see that? Like, this will just be 5 hours of footage. There's no point in editing this down into a video because it makes no sense. So I'd much rather stream.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like a video, when you're doing a Minecraft video, I feel like it's more entertaining when you're doing different things at once. Like maybe you'll be going mining for a little bit, then you stop, and then you go kill some, you go kill some animals if you want to. Like I feel like that is what makes the video more entertaining for Minecraft is when you do different things at once.
Yeah, if you watch some of the Hermit's videos or Truly Bedrock members, which is another SMP I like to watch, just like if you watch their videos, it's this happens, then they do this. While their
exactly what
streams
I
is,
wanna do. I wanna
hey,
do different things.
we're gonna do this. That's the stream. It's much more laid back, and I honestly enjoy watching it much more. Because videos,
Yeah, and I feel like in Hermitcraft, they like every episode is catered for one thing. But in Truly Bedrock, it's like everything is in one video. Like they do different things in one video. That's kind of what I want to do as well with my content. Like every video, I'm gonna be doing different things at once. Like even in my first episode, I built a house. I went to go kill animals. I survived the night. I did all these things in one video. It's not only focusing on me building a house. I'm doing different things at once. Like if I'm gonna be focusing on one thing, I feel like that's better to do on a stream. But if I'm gonna be doing multiple things at once, that should be better for a video.
okay, so quick question to everyone here. If you could redo your episode 1, what would you change?
The
lag.
audio and video quality, just the lag in general.
So,
Okay. I would fix probably some editing. Like I feel like I've probably like done some editing mistakes while editing the video. So maybe I would probably like edit more. Like I know there's some parts in the video where I could have edited better. So I feel like if I were to go back to episode 1, if I were to redo is fix the editing. Because like the editing could be so much better. So I would say editing because I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of rush the video. I made the video, I edited it out, and that was it. It probably only took me like 30 minutes to edit that that whole video, maybe an hour. I don't know. I'm gonna say an hour to be safe. So maybe I'll take more time to edit the video to make sure it can be the best it can be. That's exactly what I would do.
Yeah, I think if I had to redo my video, I would probably just the mining session. It wasn't very entertaining. I keep looking back at that video and going, how can I improve this? So I'd probably time-lapse most of that, cut most of it as well, and just show me building the base, because honestly, the transition from 1 to 2, after I started recording episode 2, I'm like, wow, this makes no sense at all. Like, I just suddenly have a cliff and a base set up. So I'd probably show me doing that, rather than it just all being mining.
Yeah, because that was kind of like the problem with my old videos is that I would keep so much stuff in. Like, I feel like I could cut things, like, especially with my old videos. I privated them, so obviously you guys can't see. But when I look back at my old videos, it's like I didn't even edit. It's like all I did was just add an intro, which was just a very generic intro, a very generic outro, and call it a day. That's how I used to edit. I never did time lapse. I never did cuts. I never did any of these things until I started doing Minecraft content. With the old Minecraft Enchanted Kingdom SNT, which that was kind of like a task for me to edit, and that was like for me to like, I don't know. My goal is to improve editing. With every single video, I want to make it better from my previous video. So episode 2 most likely gonna be, I'm gonna try to make it better than my episode 1 video. So I'm gonna put more time into editing for each video I make moving forward. That's exactly what I kind of want to do, because I don't want to. I don't know. I want to make it more entertaining for my viewers and stuff.
You want to make the video enjoyable for you to make, but also enjoyable for your viewers to watch.
Yes. That's why I want to add jokes. That's why I want to do all these things. So that's kind of like my plan, is to make more jokes. Change the music every episode, because why would people want to hear the same music every time? It would just be boring. More time lapse. I know a lot of people like the time lapse, so I'm going to be doing that more for sure. What else? Like, there's so many things I want to do. The list just goes on. But my point is that I want to make the video more entertaining. Like, each episode is going to be more entertaining from the previous episode. That's my goal, is to make it more entertaining.
That's a pretty good goal. I feel like every video I look back on it and go, so this was fun making, but even I would click off this video. So what can I do to make me interested more in the video? Because if I can make myself interested in the video, it has a higher likelihood of having other people interested in the video.
I totally agree with your point there. Like, especially since, like, I don't know. It's just, if you find your own video, like, entertaining, then it's like a 50% chance that other people will find your video entertaining as well. But the thing is that when you're a content creator, you gotta make sure that your content is interesting. That you're not gonna click off of your own video. If you're not gonna click off of your own video, then you know you're doing something right. And that's why I agree with your point, Adam.
What a good test is what you do is you record a video, and then let's say you have a monthly schedule, so you record one video per month. Let's say it's the first of the month to make math easy. But you record the video December 1st, and then you record a video January 1st. After recording your January 1st video, go back to your December 1st video and look, how can I make this look better? And would I actually watch this? Like, if I looked at that thumbnail and looked at that title, would I really click on that video? And then think about it. Go into the video and then watch the full video. It can be 20 minutes, it can be 3 hours. Watch the full video, and then go, would I watch this normally? If you wouldn't, what would you do to make it better? Even if you don't know how to do it. Like, I didn't know how to do time lapses for a bit. I went back on, like, episode 3 and went, holy crap, Episode 1 looks terrible because there's no time lapses. Nothing happens. Like, the music would make everything look better and make everything run smoother. So, in We Raided the Nether, as you saw, I did quick time lapses, and past We Raided the Nether, I did Hour of Jazz, which was basically a giant time lapse in which I cut down the time lapse and started cutting out bits. So, just from looking at Great Brain's video where he does time-lapse more entertaining, I add that into my video to make it more entertaining. Okay, We Raided the Nether is more entertaining because of how genuine the conversations are, 2, and the music with the time-lapses. So, in Hour of Jazz, I have an Hour of Jazz. And then I look back at that video...
I feel like if...
Go ahead.
If, put music in the background. Like, if you know you're doing something boring, always having a time lapse of the carrying it on is just the best thing you can do. Like, when I was chopping down wood, for example, obviously that was boring to me, but when I went to go edit it out and I put a time lapse there with music, it was so much more interesting because if you don't find that art entertaining, at least you can jam to the music. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like, maybe the time lapse isn't interesting, but the music can be interesting. So that's like the best part. Like, at least have the music interesting to carry it on. Like with your John video, Shadow, just mining a lot of netherrack. But the music is what made me stay. So that's like the best thing I can say here. Like, the music is just what makes me stay and what makes me interested in video.
I think I actually looked at my YouTube statistics, and that's my most watched video. Before I even put it as, like, my premiere video, when you're clicking on my channel, that's what you see. I'm pretty sure that's my most watched video, just in general. Because...
And it makes sense, because you put jazz, you put music, you put more time into your video, and that's what makes it better. And that's what made it good compared to your other video that you did.
It might have taken me... Yeah, it might have taken me like 8 hours to record, and then I cut it into 4 times speed. But while nobody watched the video because nothing important happened, people kept on the video because of the jazz. I feel like it was just because the jazz music was good enough that they'd stay. Which is what you want. Even if you don't think people would watch it, just have something that people would listen to or watch.
For sure. And I totally agree with that statement. Well, because like I said, the gameplay, all you were doing was mining netherrack for your nether tunnel, but the music is what made me stay. So that was a key factor to the video, for sure, was the music. Because imagine if you didn't have the music there. Like, the whole video was just, it wouldn't make any sense, what I'm trying to say. So, like, the music is what made me stay. It is what probably made other people stay, too, when they were watching your video.
Going off myself and some of my friends, what I do know is that, like, when I'm watching a video, 9 times out of 10, I'm not looking at the screen. So, when a time-lapse goes on, I'm probably not gonna watch the video. I'm probably gonna listen to it and jam out to it, which keeps me on the video even though nothing's happening.
Exactly. Because if you're doing time-lapse, you're most likely not going to be doing anything interesting. You're most likely going to be either like doing a long mining session. You're going to be doing something. You're going to be grinding for something. So that's why you put the time lapse there with the music to make it actually interesting. So yeah, I think that's like the best part about this. Like, time lapse honestly change your video for the better. In a severe way, because you can be doing something boring, but if you have that music in the background, more people are going to want to stay and watch the video just because of the music. Like, the music can change your video tremendously.
Dragon Fighter Doodle, what do you guys think?
I would agree with what you guys are saying right now. Okay, a couple of things, so I'm not paying attention.
Of course you aren't. Alright. So...
I might not do things.
And Doodle left.
So for the rest of this podcast, we're just gonna have me and Great Brain and Dragon Fighter occasionally popping in.
Yeah. Yep. Occasionally popping in.
To quote Exuma Void, making content shouldn't be for the money and shouldn't be for the viewers. It should be for you. I
Yeah,
don't
can agree with
like.
that statement because, like, memories, like, when you watch your old videos again, you have nostalgia. Like, sometimes YouTubers don't even make sometimes YouTubers, like big YouTubers, they don't make content for their creators. They make it because of nostalgia factor. Because of that nostalgia factor. 30 years from now, you can go back to that video and just watch it. And maybe you might even get entertained. Like, it's all about the nostalgia, I feel like. And I think that's probably what you're talking about, Chad. At least that's what I'm assuming you're talking about.
Yeah.
YouTubers, they make it for the memory. They make it to cherish those moments.
They make
So in
it
the
either
future, they can
one
go
for the
back and
memories
back.
or two just because they like doing it. Exuma says that when he started YouTube, he was not expecting anyone to watch his videos, but he made videos because he liked doing it and he was having fun. Which, when you think about it, is a really good idea. If I don't enjoy what I'm doing, why am I doing it?
Yeah, for sure. Like, if you're not gonna be having fun with doing YouTube, then just don't do YouTube. Like, you need to find a job that you're gonna be comfortable with doing. Like, if you're having fun with doing your job, then you might want to stay with your job. You know what I mean? So, like, YouTubers, they have fun with doing YouTube. Most of them, at least I'm assuming most of them do it because, they find it fun. You want to find something that's fun for you. You don't want to always do everything for the money. The money really doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's about you. It's about having fun. Having fun is literally the most important thing out of everything, really.
Yeah.
And to cherish those moments that you have with making those videos with those specific people.
I would totally agree with you guys. Yeah,
When I watch some people's videos, like, I've recently started watching Technoblade,
Same.
which is really funny.
Yes.
Because people claim I sound like him, which I don't think I do. But hey, I don't listen to myself usually anyway. So, I recently started watching Technoblade and I find him hilarious. But I go back to videos like 7 years old, and I'm still cracking up. Videos that may or may not be by Technoblade are just generic YouTubers, but I'm still cracking up because they're clearly having fun. Which is all that truly matters.
Yeah. Like, I did YouTube for the fun factor. I wanted to see if it would be fun for me, and I have fun doing these YouTube videos. That's why I do them. I don't do them for money. I don't want to have YouTube as a job. Honestly, I don't. I'm doing it so in the future I can look back at it, just see all of those things that I've done in the past, and laugh at those moments.
Every time
Just have fun with watching what I made in the past.
Every time I record a video, I don't expect anything to happen of it. I just expect me enjoying editing it.
Guys, okay, so a bit off topic. If you have Java, so this is for YouTube, Shadowland, and Break Brain, go to the Minecraft launcher for Java. Guess what Mojang and Microsoft just did?
But what did they do?
They used the Microsoft account and Mojang accounts launchers together.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
They updated it where now, like, you'll get a warning saying that this version of Minecraft will not be supported. Will be supported with the newer version. Like, you'll still be able to play with it, but you won't get the newer security.
So you're essentially saying that they're going to be discontinuing Java or something? Like, they're not going to be updating it anymore?
No, they're going to be updating it. They're just not going. Except that the newer Forge versions, when you get them, aren't going to be. The older Forge versions won't be best up to date.
Okay. I feel like in the future they're probably going to discontinue Java and then just mainly focus on Bedrock because everyone's playing Bedrock. Like, literally every other console has Bedrock. So I feel like this is what I'm thinking. I feel like in the future, Microsoft is probably going to discontinue Java and it's going to just focus strictly on Bedrock. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if that's true, but that's kind of what I'm thinking for the future. I think what Microsoft wants is for everyone to play together, no matter what you're on, no matter what it is. Like they want everyone playing together. I think that's what Microsoft really wants. So maybe in the future they might discontinue Java, but then they're going to add all those Java features to Bedrock. I feel like that's what they might do. I don't know. That's just a theory.
Well,
but that's what I feel like they're going to do. Because I know Microsoft wants everyone playing at the same time. Like that's like what they want.
Yeah, I have heard that if something does come up where Microsoft wants to discontinue one of the versions, Mojang would mostly discontinue the Bedrock version because it has more bugs than than Java.
I mean, that is a possibility too. Like perhaps in the future they discontinue Bedrock, but they put all of the systems to Java. But I don't know. That's very unlikely.
No, that's
very
not what they're going to do. Mojang has confirmed that they're not going to be implementing either of the two same data. Is that they want to keep Bedrock separate from Minecraft, from the Java. They don't want to implement anything from Bedrock into Java. The only thing they're going to be implementing is Java stuff, but that would be only like small things.
Oh, I get it. So they're not going to be like implementing all the Java features to Bedrock. They're both.
Yeah, they want to keep what I'm trying to say is this is on what they said. They want to keep they want to separate both games from each other. They want them to be two different games. Completely whole.
Yeah, because Java was like the original Minecraft version that Notch made a while ago. That's the original Minecraft. And then Microsoft decided to make their own version of Minecraft, which they're both very similar, but they're both very different too. So that's what I heard. Like I heard that Microsoft wanted to make their own game for all of the systems and for everyone to play together. And then they want to keep Java because that was the original Minecraft. So
yeah, and also it's just Java in general. It's like even though it seems like Bedrock is winning the war against the two games, it's actually Java which is winning since it was the original and it has a lot more features than Bedrock, like modded. They get like up to like about like hundreds of new users a day probably for just the Java.
Yeah, and like you said, most content creators play Java for a good reason. It's because it runs better, has more features.
You have to allow mods.
It allows mods. Like there's just so much more in Java that there isn't in Bedrock. So it's like if you were to take out Java away, most Minecraft content creators are gonna write. They're gonna write. They're gonna get mad at Mojang and Microsoft. They're gonna be like, "What was the point of this?" They're gonna most likely quit Minecraft because most YouTubers, most content creators don't like playing Bedrock for a good reasoning. So if they were to take out Java, they're gonna lose half of their player base, no matter what.
They're gonna be not just half. They're gonna be losing majority of it.
Oh, majority. And even Bedrock players are gonna get mad over that feature, over that whole thing. Like it's gonna be a whole riot. So they have to keep that version.
The whole Minecraft community is going to have a whole riot because
they're going to riot. Like, yes, it's over. If that were to be the case,
like that would definitely be the true downfall to Minecraft. Like,
and Minecraft had a downfall before when they stopped like updating for a bit. Like it took them forever to update stuff. Like I remember Minecraft. There was a point in time where the game was not in a good position.
Yeah, it was like in between 2017 to 2019.
Yeah, and I think the reason why is because they didn't add anything major. Everything was just minor. But now they're adding things that the community have been wanting forever. Like look at the cave update, for example. Look at the Nether update. These things are the things that the community wanted for a while. Especially a cave update. So when they announced the cave update, everyone the community was just so happy. Everyone was so happy. And the player base started going up, and now every day we're getting new players in the game. So it's crazy.
Yeah, it's also like you hear. So Mojang has confirmed, like if you have played the oldest Minecraft mod, not technically the oldest, there were more before it, but the most popular mod, the Aether, and you read the changelogs and the news updates for Minecraft and Mojang in general, you have heard that the Aether original, the Aether team now works with Mojang. They're now going full on community base only. Instead of
Yeah,
just
so
what,
I remember they even said that in their interviews and stuff in the Minecraft channel, like the YouTube channel. They said that they're going to listen to their community. They're going to bring features that the community has been wanting, like mobs. Like literally, they're full on going to listen to the community. Like if they're bringing something into the game, that's because the community wanted it. Like look at the mob votes. Look at the biome votes. Like we get to choose what we want as a community. And I feel like that's what makes Mojang and Microsoft so unique compared to other companies. Like they're bringing in stuff because of the community. It's because the community wants it, and they're gonna do whatever the community wants.
Yeah,
and that's why I love Minecraft as a whole. Like they do everything for the community, and that's why I love the game.
Yeah. Now there's one fallback with the newest mob vote that Mojang, since if you have heard it over YouTube and Twitch and stuff, like mostly on Twitter, there were content creators rapidly telling their fans to vote for which one they wanted.
Yeah, that's the problem. And Mojang
That's the
said
one
to
problem.
pick whatever you think is the best, not what other people think.
Yeah, that's what they wanted, not what other people wanted. But since there's
like look at Dream, for example. Dream told Mr. Beast to vote for the squid, and then everybody went to go vote for the squid only because Dream and Mr. Beast did. So it's like that's the problem. That's the problem.
The one problem.
These content creators are telling other people to choose that mob just because they think it's the best. You gotta pick whatever you think is the best. Like I voted for the glow squid, not because of content creators. I personally like the glow squid. It looked awesome. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick the glow squid.
I didn't vote at all. I didn't like any of them myself.
Oh, that's fine. That's
I also
totally
didn't really care about the mob vote at all, nor the update, until I heard it was going to be the cave update.
Yeah, and they're going to go full on with the cave update. Like, we're going to be getting a new biome in the cave, the lush cave, or I forgot. The lush forest. That's what it's called.
The luscious forest, I believe it's called, and then we're supposed to also, technically there's 3 new biomes. The lush forest, the Amarite gems.
Oh, yeah.
And then the new deep caves. Which is
like the expanded cave. Like the expanded cave and stuff.
Yeah. Now, here's what the one thing that everybody's thinking about what the warden. They're moving the end where it's located normally. Like, you know how it's normally on a certain y-axis?
Yeah. So
people are thinking that the warden is going to be guarding the end portal area.
You know, that would actually be a very unique idea. Like, imagine if the warden is just like preventing people. Like, they're essentially preventing people from going to the end. And the only way you can go to the end is by fighting the warden head on. That would be nice, or just avoiding it. Because fighting the warden. The whole point of a warden is to not to fight. You want to run away from it. You don't want to interact with the warden. If you interact with the warden, there's a good chance you're going to die. And even if you have a positive armor, you can still get destroyed.
Yeah, the warden can be easily beaten, but if you don't know how to beat it, then you can instant like kill it. Since what we saw was from the warden showcase, the person who was playing it had full netherite armor. He almost got two-shotted.
Yeah, it was just. I can't wait for the warden, man. The warden literally looks so cool. And not only just that, but the axolotl. Let's just talk about the axolotl. They're so cute, man. They're probably the cutest animals to ever be in Minecraft, in my opinion.
There's supposed to be, I think I heard it was supposed to be 7 axolotls difference.
Oh my god, I can't wait for the axolotl. They look so cute. They even said that they wanted to have like a cute animal in the game, and then they wanted to have like this, like the middle, which is like the warden. and then the goats. That's basically how it went. It's axolotls in the queue section, wardens are like in the middle, and then we have the goats.
Like, the warden, people have speculated that the warden is actually a bunch of dead villagers compacted into one being. Because if you look at the front of it, if you look into the, what do you call it, like, the belly of the beast, you see that there is, what do you call it, there's souls in it. That, like, villager souls. So a bunch of people are thinking that's what it is.
That's probably what it's going to be. But we don't know yet, obviously. Only Mojang knows the whole background of the warden.
Yeah. That's what a bunch of people are thinking, that it's just going to be. Like, because there's, like, content creators, they'll, like, say something. Some of the time it's true, some of the time it's not true. But, like, if you watched, the game theories, Matt and Dream, they had a collab for that video where they were explaining the warden. And
It's just all speculation at the end of the day.
Yeah,
it's not all from Mojang.
Yeah, right now it's all speculation. But from what the evidence is stating is that the warden is a fusion of the end portal, the new warden's dirt, I'm just going to call that, and a bunch of villager souls. Because there's 3 villager souls that we can see in its body.
Yeah.
And then there's also a storyline to Minecraft now. Can we talk about that? Now,
I'm sure we could talk about the lore of Minecraft. I don't really know too much of the lore in Minecraft. I know villagers have something to do with it. Steve, probably, Alex, I don't know. But I know that there is a story in Minecraft now, which is amazing.
Yeah,
I don't know the story exactly.
Yeah, I know off of what the game theory is going off of right now, which is the Endermen were originally human players, like players. But there was something, hacking them without in the bloom, out of the bloom, and it forces them to go into the end, which had a mutation within them, and cause them to be Endermans. Because if you listen closely, you can hear words coming out of the Enderman.
Well, you could. You're right.
My computer ever turn off? Like, please, computer?
Yeah, like, the lore is very interesting in Minecraft.
Yeah, like,
very true.
Yeah, like, right now, from what MadPat has stated is that, the villagers and pillagers are right now trying to make creatures of their own. Like there's like pieces of Steve wool, like, they use wool to make their creatures. And what Matt Patek said is that there can eventually be a time where we can see in their base a creation of a Steve character, and there's eventually going to be. So pretty much what I'm trying to say is that they're trying to create Herobrine. That's what Matt has stated. That
and it's weird too because Mojang, in their like update notes, it always says, "Oh, they removed Herobrine from the game. Removed Herobrine from the game." So maybe that has something to tie into the story.
No, we went from a bunch of things.
Okay, but so you guys are saying that until 1.16, Herobrine was removed from the game in the
Yeah,
data
that's what
logs?
we're talking about. We're talking about, like, maybe that has something to deal with, like, maybe that has some sort of correlation to deal with, like, the story in Minecraft, or what we believe the story of Minecraft is.
People are actually
So, like-
suspecting that the newest mob in 1.17, the big guy who can kill you, I forget his name, Warden, has some sort of attachment to the end. And on game
that's what
theory,
me and
the
Beans are
theory
talking about.
is that the Endermen are old builders, and the golems are what they built. So the Warden would be golems that
What are we talking about?
got corrupted in the end. And some people are suspecting that Herobrine is the thing corrupting them. Now, that means that that's a theory off a theory off what's
Yeah.
vaguely a fact.
What I'm speculating is that it wasn't Herobrine, which is a fact now. It's a fight that's infecting the villagers. And they're trying to create Herobrine since there's like color wool, which is allowing them to create creatures, and there's enough wool to make a tiny little Steve character with white eyes.
That's a good point.
That is a good point. So,
Because,
like,
in
we
the
honestly
mansions,
don't know what
they
the real story is.
they take the wool colors of Steve. So you're suspecting that they tried to create Steve, but they didn't have eyes, so they filled it in and they accidentally created Herobrine?
Yeah.
That's an
Because
actually
that's what-
really good theory.
That's what MapPad is saying, that they accidentally tried to create a Steve, but created Herobrine in the process.
It's a really good theory.
That's a really good theory. I wish Mojang can talk a little bit more about the lore of Minecraft, because we don't really know that. We don't really know anything, to be honest.
See, the thing about Minecraft is, originally it was a game.
Yeah, originally
And-
it was going to have a lore.
As Scott Kaufman put it secretly in one of his FNAF games, sometimes you make a game to make a game with no actual meaning to the game. So, I feel like Notch created Minecraft as, this is Minecraft survival. And then Mojang was like, hey, what if we did this with it? And Notch is like, sure, why not? Microsoft then bought it, and then Microsoft and Mojang have been like, here's what we want the story to be. And let's see if they can roughly solve it.
No, we,
Yeah,
don't
that
know,
would
we don't know for sure if it's solved. Only Mojang and the team knows about the whole thing, obviously.
Now,
and, Jeff, they all know about it, but we don't.
the idea that Minecraft does have lore was actually thought about because somebody asked, I believe on Twitter, hey Jeb, like the Minecraft developer, if I strike a zombie pig, if I strike a pig in 1.16, does it become a zombie pigman or a zombie piglin? And Jeb responds with, it will become a zombie pigman, but we're actually thinking about removing that feature. This was before 1.16 came out, because it doesn't match the game. I mean, it does match the lore or something like that. Which is really fascinating, because that means that even one of the developers, who's basically been there since the start, is saying that there's
didn't he work
meaning
with
to
Notch,
this
right?
game.
Like, early development?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he knows a lot. He worked with Notch, the creator, the original creator of Minecraft.
Jeb is coming up to 10 years at Mojang, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. He's supposed to be coming up to 10 years.
Like, very soon.
But, like, I remember the community got mad when they added an end, because when Minecraft first came out, we didn't have the end. We didn't have an end portal.
When Minecraft
added
first
that
came
in
out,
later
it was...
on, and I remember people got mad because they didn't want an end to Minecraft.
Yeah,
So,
they
I
said
feel like the
Minecraft
end
shouldn't have an
definitely
end,
had to do
it's
with
a
the story.
survival game. But, like, they added the
Yeah.
Nether, and nobody complained. You just casually add the Hell dimension, and everyone's just like, I see no problem. This is totally normal.
And then
when they added the end, everybody kind of rioted for a little bit, because they didn't want an end to Minecraft.
Everyone's like, screw the end, and not just like, you guys don't have to beat the game. Just, this is how you do it.
And being the game in Minecraft,
you definitely don't even beat the game after that.
Yeah, because after, what was it, like 1.9, they added a bunch of features to the end of, like, after you beat the dragon.
But then you can go to the end city and
Yeah.
raid the end city. Then you go to the end island to raid the end city thing. It's cool. You go to like the getaway. I like it. I definitely like that update. That update's one of my favorite updates in the game.
Game Minecraft a little more.
So,
And I feel like the credits in Minecraft, like the quote that Notch made, I know that has to have something to do with the story as well.
yeah, because
Like, that has,
there's
like,
so
a
many
major
times where
semblance to the story.
every Minecrafter has read most of that and went, what does this mean? Because
And
there's
we don't
two
know it.
godlike
That's the coolest
beings
part. Even to this day,
talking to
we don't
each
know
other.
what that means.
There's two godlike beings talking to each other, and they're like, I don't
That
know,
was
he
fun
did kill the
chatting.
dragon.
But I gotta get off soon. So see you
Alright,
guys.
see ya.
But
So, I've never actually watched that full thing through. I've seen the beginning, the end, and a bit of the middle. But, like, I wanna, every time I beat the dragon, I'm like, wow, this is so cool. Skip. Shadow, I need you to do something. Skip. I'm trying to read it.
yeah, like I like to read the quote as well. It made me cry. Like literally, the quote even made me cry when I was reading it because just the things, like the words they were saying, were very powerful words. Like they weren't like these small words. Like they were very big vocabulary words. So like when you're reading that, you think to yourself like, wait, what is actually happening?
What confused me the most was the jumbled text, meaning that our minds can't comprehend the game. Which really fascinated me.
And I don't know what those what they're trying to say there. I don't know what Notch is trying to say because they didn't not yeah Notch made the quote.
I think Notch created the end. I think this was still under Notch territory.
Yeah. So he had to have made the quote or something. Or had some resemblance with the quote.
Yeah.
So we don't know what that means. Nobody really knows what that means except for the people who made the quote. So we don't know what that resembles. It's all just theorized. We don't know what
it's all just theories. But hey, that's just a theory. We're gonna continue talking about this theory because we got nothing better to do.
Yeah.
What is your favorite part about the end, and what do you think it has to do with the lore?
My favorite part of the end is definitely the dragon. I mean, that's kind of the main reason why you want to go to the end. And besides getting an Elytra, you have to kill the dragon in order to even get the Elytra. So I feel like my favorite part of the end is just the dragon itself. Killing the dragon, it's very satisfying. I know that has to have something to do with the lore. Because I know Endermans have something to do with the lore, and Endermans are surrounding the dragon. They're like protecting the dragon. So I always question, like, why are they trying to protect the dragon?
Yeah. Other than we wipe out a species, according to MatPat, the Endermen are like corrupted original souls. So like, there's the builders, as Minecraft Story Mode put it, where it's like original characters in Minecraft. The people who created it all, everything started with the builders. And the builders either didn't want to go into the nether, and they became villagers. Or the builders went into the nether, then went to the end, and accidentally created one, the Wither, a beast, and also when they went to the end, after a while their minds got corrupted by the dragon to then protect them, and they became Endermen.
That's a good theory. So these original builders essentially went to the end and became Endermen. That's basically what you're trying to tell.
And that's why there's chests with good loot in the end, because that was them storing their stuff.
That's a good theory. Now you kind of got me thinking, Shadow, because like I think that's what happened. I feel like that's what happened. Is these builders became Endermen, and they have to protect the dragon. But what does the dragon have to deal with all of this? That's my question.
Yeah,
like,
if you think about the whole theory, it's like, but supposedly we have this dragon, and we're wiping it out when we beat the game. But what does it mean? We kill the dragon.
Like, we don't know what the dragon means. Like, why are they protecting the dragon? Does this have anything to do with the story? Like, obviously, I know the dragon has to have something. It's a big part of the story.
Yeah,
because it's where all the Endermans are located. Like, this is like the Enderman's home. So, I know it has something to do with the story for sure. Because when you kill Endermans, you get, like, the Ender Eye or, like, the Ender.
The pearls.
Or whatever it's called. Yeah, the pearls. You get the pearls, and then you transfer that to I. So I know this all ties into the story. Endermans have a big part of the story. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's so confusing. Like the Minecraft lore is very confusing because we don't know what the real lore is. Mojang never specified what the lore is. We know there's a lore, but we don't know what it means. We don't know what this all ties up into. Like we don't know this.
Yeah, my favorite bit about the lore, or the game, in the end, is the shulker boxes, because it really makes you think about it. Same with the Elytra. Both of them really take a second. So, shulker boxes. If the builders stored their loot, why are the shulkers protecting it, and why do the shulkers not like, supposedly, the next generation of builders coming in? Because if Steve and Alex are supposed to be the next gen.
What are you trying to say?
What?
Wait, are you trying to say that we are like the next generation of builders?
Yeah, as Matt Pat put it,
yeah.
Steve and Alex are the next generation. So, like, they're the builders, but they've adapted in a way. They are what's left of the adventurer builders. The guys who went into the Nether in the end and created the Wither and all.
Yeah.
But why do the shulkers not like us taking our, technically, generation before us stuff? What are a shulker? What is a shulker? And why, when we drop it and kill it, put it with a chest, we can get a movable chest.
True. And so who created Steve and Alex? Like in the lore, who created Steve and Alex?
See,
the builders, right?
Nobody's entirely sure. This is what a lot of people are still trying to figure out. Some people say it's just children of the builders. Some people say that
are the children? It's so confusing, you know.
Like mansion people, like the evokers and stuff. Because sometimes you can get a room full of wool of Steve colors. So perhaps the evokers created the Steve and Alex.
That actually has I can see that happening, but like, because when you go into a Minecraft game for the first time, you just spawn in. Like you literally just spawn in. Nothing
literally in game it says spawn. Everything refers to it as spawn. So
I know that has to have something to do with it. Like I don't know. It's just I wish I knew the lore of Minecraft because the lore of Minecraft is very. I mean, we don't really know the lore. That's why I want to know more about it.
I feel like if we knew the lore of Minecraft, our heads would just explode out of so much information.
Yeah, exactly. And I think what Mojang wants is for us to create our own, because they're not going to tell us the lore, obviously.
That's probably the whole point.
What they want us to do is to create our own lore and to just kind of estimate, like, what do we think happened? I think that's what Mojang wants.
Yeah, that's probably the whole point. Like, Minecraft's supposed to be a game of you do you. This is your game. Basically.
Yeah, this is like your game. Once you go into that world,
so
you can do whatever
maybe
you want
the lore is every single one of your worlds is the lore.
I think that's what it is too. Maybe there isn't a lore to Minecraft. Maybe you are the lore. You create your own lore. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, like if I spawn in a world and just jump into the void 600 times, that can be the lore of that game. But if I spawn into a world and beat the dragon in less than 10 minutes and get Elytra and shulker boxes and all this, that can be the lore of that game.
Like, with the Minecraft Enchanted Kingdom SMP, our lore is just to have fun with friends. That's like our lore, and essentially just have fun with each other. That's the whole point of the Enchanted Kingdom SMP, is for us to have fun as a group of friends.
If you really think about our story so far, it's basically like, so we began with Kurt Brain building a base, me mining some more, and then building a small base off camera, kind of. To then have Dragon Fighter and Doodle. To then have Dragon Fighter and Ripley to join. And they build bases. Now, after they build bases, we decide to do Governor Run. That's about it. That's our story.
Yeah, that's basically our story. That's the best way to summarize it. And how about Moon? Like, has Moon created a base when she was in the server?
Moon has actually never joined Season 1. And that's why you guys don't really know who Moon is. Because Episode 1 of our series, and maybe Episode 2, Moon was somebody who was in Season 0. But decided not on joining season 1 because they just didn't want to, which is perfectly fine, their decision. But yeah. So, Moon never joined season 1. That's why you guys may or may not know.
It's kind of hard to explain like what happened before because like we did have season 0 of Minecraft Enchanted Kingdom SMP. Technically we had like Minecraft Enchanted Kingdom SMP 0, and then we had 1. Kind of remember we have 2 worlds before.
Yeah.
We had a server.
Our first world.
So it's really confusing to tell people. We just like to consider it as season 0 because it was like a test run to see how everything was running.
Our first world was basically, like, we didn't do too much, it was just, so if we ran an SMP, what do we do? And then our second world was actually us playing an SMP.
Yeah. But we wanted to move on with the server. Like, to be honest, we probably would have stayed with that world to this day if it wasn't for the server, if it wasn't for you transitioning to Windows 10.
Yeah.
So we probably would have been staying with that world. But we still consider all of that season 0 because we didn't have a server for that. It was just a regular world.
And nobody really recorded that. You only recorded after you already were basically prepared to do whatever.
Yeah, I recorded late. Like I just did a random stream because I wanted to for fun. Did random streams with Shadow. I took it all down at first. I didn't want people to get confused. I took all of the streams down. I took out all of the old content down. I don't want you guys to get confused when you watch it because you guys are probably gonna say like, "Oh, why is this seed different from what you're playing now?" Like,
why is this seed different? Like, why do you have diamond gear? I'm too blind to check when this was released.
You don't have diamond gear, so it's gonna be hard to explain. So I decided just to take out my old content.
Yeah,
you're not gonna be able to see it anymore.
It's a perfectly fine decision. It's completely normal because it's your channel. If you want to enlist or private old videos that you didn't like,
it's not that I didn't like it. It's that I didn't want people to get confused when they watch the current stuff.
Because we did have some other players that I won't name for privacy reasons on the server that decided not to be on the server this time.
Yeah, things happen too.
Yeah.
We're not going to go into that because that's a whole different discussion. That's probably for something me and Shadow to talk about private.
This was just a private event, so we'd rather not talk about it.
People because privacy reasons.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense, and we don't want these people to go chase after us if they were to watch the podcast. I doubt they would, but you never know.
So, Brain, what are you going to do for episode 2?
Alright, so for episode 2, I'm thinking about going mining for the first half of the video. Like, for the first half, I'm probably going to focus on mining because I need to get mining stuff. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of time lapse and all of that. But I don't want to be focusing on mining, of course. I don't want to, like, that can be my focal point of the video, just me going mining, but I don't want to have that be the only thing I'm going to be doing in the video. So for the second half, I am going to be expanding upon my house.
And that makes sense.
For the first half of it, it's just going to be me going mining, doing a bunch of time lapse, all of that. Yeah. For the second half, it's going to be me making the house a bit better. Expanding upon it. What I'm going to be doing. Your
house is very square. So every time I walk in, I'm like, wow, is he actually going to do something with this? Or just kind of have it there?
Yeah, so I'm going to be doing something with that for sure. Once I get everything ready. I'm not going to be recording for a while, guys, so I apologize for it. But like I said, if you want to watch episode 1, it's in my channel. I advise you to go watch it. When, just like that, you guys have something to do while you wait for the next.
Once again, everyone in the podcast is going to have their channel link in the description.
Yes. So if you guys want to check us out, link in the description. All of our channels are there. All 4 of our channels are there. Ripley doesn't have a YouTube channel, so he won't be recording, but he'll be playing on the SMP nonetheless. He'll probably be featured in my video. You're going to be seeing him running around most likely when I do make videos and stuff. But Ripley doesn't have his own channel. I just want to clarify that up already. Ripley just does not have his own YouTube channel.
If you guys check my description and it says, like, Joel or Ripley, and then Astrofix, no content Astrofix, it means that I either, 1, can't find their channel, Twitch, or anything, or 2, they just don't have it. So,
yeah,
you'll probably see people who you just don't know on the server, but we'll do our best to explain who they are.
Yeah, for sure. And then maybe we can try to get them in a Discord call or something for them to introduce themselves. So that you guys can get like a little right, or like a little gist of what they do. Fun.
Yeah.
And, just to learn more about them, of course. Because even though they don't have a YouTube channel, at least they all have Discord. So they can all talk about, themselves if they wanted to.
Yeah. Our community Discord server, which obviously I'll link all the Enchanted Kingdom stuff in the description too. But our community Discord server has most of the members, I think. So if you want to chat with one of us, check out there. We're probably online. We're often online, actually.
And if you guys want to go to the community server, which everyone can go to, you guys can. Shadow will probably put that in the description as well for the community server.
Yeah.
Because, if you guys want to hang out with us, if you guys want to just talk with us, we'll be in the community server. If you guys want to VC with us, you guys just want, chat, have fun with the rest of the people that watch our content. Community server, the best for you to go. For sure, the best place for you to go. And I'm mostly available, so if you guys want to talk with me, I'll be there. I could probably be there in an instant, just because I have literally nothing else to do.
Me and Great Brain have a lot of free time. So, really, if you want to chat with us at any moment, join the community Discord server, ping us, and we'll maybe be able to chat in a VC for a bit.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it would be the best for our community. I don't know. It's a really cool community server. I'm happy that Shadow and Dragon, they all made this server such an amazing server. I wasn't there, unfortunately, when they did make it. But, it's cool. I like the idea of a community server, for sure. So that we can, talk with you guys. And, yeah, have fun. And then we also have Patreon, too. So, if you guys want to support us, because we don't make money on YouTube, which I'm fine with. I don't care if I make money. I'm doing all this for fun. But if you guys want to support us for fun, we have the Patreon, right, Shadow?
Yeah, nobody is monetized on YouTube.
Yep, because we all don't have a lot of subscribers. So, if you want to support us, the Patreon is. But we're not, you don't have to. You don't want. That's all options. You don't have to.
If you want to support us directly, Patreon. If you want to just support us and make sure we keep making content, I highly recommend just watching our videos and subscribing to the channel, because it shows that we actually have people who care about us.
Yeah, for sure. That's the best thing you can do, really. The Patreon really doesn't matter. We don't care if you support us or not on that. But if you just want to, if you just want to watch and have fun, we're going to be making content a lot. If you just show your appreciation, we'll continue making videos. We'll continue making stuff for you guys and for us too, because we want to go back in the future to watch our old videos, see if it's all, just for fun, for nostalgia purposes.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think we should conclude the podcast. I mean, we've been talking for an hour and something minutes. I don't know. I've been making track. It's 7 o'clock. I think we started at, I don't know, 5. Yeah, we started around 5. So
right.
I think this
we can end
the
here.
best place to end the podcast.
Thank you, everyone, for listening in.
Or what do you want?
Hope you enjoyed. And
I hope you enjoyed, guys.
Make sure to subscribe to the Enchanted Kingdom channel, where our next podcast is going to be thrown up. Yep. But until then, see you.